Cognitive behavioral therapy techniques are methods based on changing your thoughts, feelings, and behavior to improve your daily life functioning. CBT techniques are among the most effective interventions for mood disorders and psychological problems. In this video I will explain 6 of the most common used CBT techniques. The first technique is called cognitive restructuring, which is aimed to find out people's thinking patterns that cause their negative feelings. Inside this technique there are various other methods used to find the roots of your problems. The most common technique is tracking dysfunctional thoughts on a thought record form and devising a healthier, more psychologically flexible way of thinking. The second technique is called graded exposure assignments. This technique helps people systematically approach what they fear. Fear is what causes people to avoid situations. Avoidance of certain situations is what maintains your feelings of fear and anxiety. With systematic exposure, people will learn how to master feared situations one by one, and then move on to tackle increasing difficult exposure assignments. Exposure is one of the most effective psychological treatments for anxiety disorders. The third technique is called activity scheduling. This technique is aimed to get people to increase behaviors they should be doing more. By identifying and scheduling helpful behaviors, such as going for a walk or working on a project, it increases the possibility of getting it done. This technique is most helpful for people who are not engaged in many activities due to depression. The fourth technique is called successive approximation. This technique works for people who have difficulty completing tasks, either because they are unfamiliar with the task, or because the task feels overwhelming. The technique is focused on helping people master an easier task that is similar to the more difficult task. By having rehearsed one behavior, one that is slightly more difficult feels more manageable now. The fifth technique is called mindfulness practice. This technique originates from Buddhism. The goal of mindfulness is to help people disengage from obsessing about negative things and redirect their thoughts to what is actually happening in the present moment. The sixth technique is called skills training. Most of people's problems are a result from not having the right skills to achieve their goals. Skills training is a technique implemented in remedying such skills deficits. Common areas for skills training are social skills training, communication training, and assertiveness training. Usually skills training consists of direct instructions and role-playing. So, these were the 6 most common cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want more info on conquering mood disorders and psychological problems, then click the link below this video and feel free to subscribe to our channel.